Yo, this is Tone Kapone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him. Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're repping Tampa Bay. 10 toes down, this waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Tuesday nights from 8 to 10, make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Kapone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip-hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
It's Waves of the Bay, episode 12. As you can see, we just be on our own shit sometimes, but we be having fun with it, man. That's the thing. Like, when you listen to this shit, like, this shit has a replay value. Let me put it like that. You listen to this in the morning at work, you cracking the fuck up, man. You starting your day off on the good foot, for real. So make sure y'all following us on Spreaker. Go into Flow Ohio Radio and Facebook and Twitter at Waves of the Bay. We got Hometown in the building, man. We've been neglecting our guest over here, dog. This is the problem. We just be talking, man.
Like, what the?
I know. He was like, "Oh, these cats."
I mean, he kind of wanted to shit on the Browns too. I mean, it is Brown.
I seen it in his eye.
He said, Cleveland?
Hometown, what up, man?
What's good, man? What's good? Happy to be here right now, man.
Man, introduce yourself, man. Tell the people who you are that don't know who you are.
Tampa native, born and raised. MC, promoter, curator, just the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's pretty much what I do, man. Just working, trying to just add whatever I can to the community. Like Tampa's my home, Tampa's my heart, and I just want to see some of the best stuff. And when it comes to music and everything else here, so anything I can do to like add to that, I'm with it.
You definitely been doing that at an elite level. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. Like, in the years I've known you, I've seen you just ascend and keep progressing and keep evolving. Like, this dude's evolved, dog. Like, when he started out, he was over here, and now he's doing something completely different over here at a high level and just doing it. Like, it's crazy,
And
bro.
the thing about it is you're not one of those people that's just out there doing multiple things and haven't, like, mastered anything. Like, you come out with something, you do it, you get good at it. And then you add on. You don't move on. You add on to what you're doing.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people mistake. Like, they want to plant all these seeds at one time, but you got one sun and not much water as far as resources. But I followed your path a little bit as well.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You born and raised here, right?
Yeah.
What high school you graduated
That was my
from?
question right there.
I went to Tampa Bay Tech, man.
Oh.
Man.
I would at least expect a late tone.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, well, we ain't got no beef
You
with
ain't
you. My
got the
high school ain't got
answer,
no beef
Sway.
with yours, man. I'm a dragon, man. Class of 2000 and I ain't gonna tell y'all. But I'm a dragon, man. I went to Jefferson, man. But you know, you still 813, so you know you eyed over on that side of the table.
Man. Yeah, okay.
See, my town ain't have but one high school, man. So that's why we all tight. Like, we go to other cities, we be trying to fight motherfuckers
Exactly.
and shit. Like, y'all from Junction City, bitch? Where the fuck? Yeah.
Nah, man.
You know what it is.
Tampa get busy because you got Tech, you got King, you got
1,000 high school.
Chamberlain.
We had two in my city.
Hillsboro.
Lonzo,
They keep making new ones
Lato.
too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got, I've been trying to find, I don't know where the fuck most of the schools is at.
Listen.
So I go on, like, GPS, just look at the map and shit,
Right.
like, where the fuck's Spoto at? Like, where the fuck is a Spoto?
George Steinbrenner has a high school.
Yeah, it's up north.
Yeah. But he spent a lot of time, and I DJed for Jefferson football team last season, and when they came to the school, that school looks like a college.
Mm-hmm.
Like the uniforms, like it's the Yankees colors.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was like, holy.
Oh, they got all that money.
Yeah.
Yes, they definitely do. They definitely do. So I mean, Sickles, you got schools like Sickles and Wharton that came out at the same time. Blake High School's back now. Middleton's back.
Yeah.
Well, Blake been back. They've both been back for a while. But
Yeah.
those are historical high schools for the Tampa Bay area, or Tampa period. So
Probably Hillsboro High, too, right?
Hillsboro,
I'm sure that's the
old
first.
as shit.
Yeah.
Hillsboro and Jefferson High School are two of the, if not the oldest in Tampa.
And I think Plant too, right?
Plant. Well, that's money. You know what I'm saying? You got money.
I get my hair cut
It
right
don't
across
get
the
old.
street. Shout out Crispy Clean Cuts,
It gets
man.
renovated every once in a while.
Yeah, that's where all the football players be at right there.
Armwood is where all the football players be.
Oh, planting Armwood, yes.
Yeah.
I knew about that because I used to stay right
Tech
across
be
the
having
street.
them too.
Tech
Now,
got
man.
them
Tech
too.
be
Yeah.
having them too.
Yeah, Tech got them too, and then you got cats that come from what's your boy name that played for the Tampa Catholic? What the receiver name is? Mint to the NFL. But it's been some cats that.
You talking about old boy with the brother?
He's pretty old.
Something like that.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
I know who you talking about. I know.
And then, you know, Jefferson, we had Tino Martinez when you want to go baseball. You know what I'm saying? We, you know what I'm saying? We do that shot. You know what I'm saying? Riche Caldwell, Bubba Caldwell. You know what I'm saying? So them boys, you know, we got us a Super Bowl ring up in there with Peyton Manning. Shout out to Bubba Caldwell.
I like meeting people from Tampa, though. Like, it seems like a lot of us moved here, so I like meeting that authentic, though. I like hearing like old school Tampa stories and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be kind of surprising when you do meet somebody that's like, oh yeah, I was born here, like I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? So,
and y'all people that's not from Tampa, stop talking about we can't drive. Most people from Tampa, we either don't have a car or we take the back roads. It's all you transplants from the New York and Atlanta driving crazy.
it's Florida, period, man. These cats be just staring at like whatever the fuck. If somebody's on the side of the road, they slow down and stare.
Nah, the worst
and that's
part
the
is
shit that be killing me.
when
And
it
then don't let it
rains.
rain.
When it rains,
yeah, when
oh
it's
my
raining, they
God.
think it's like fucking snow.
But when it rains, no, that's the people that are not from here. Because
Yeah.
the people from Tampa, when it rains,
I don't know,
we
man.
not
Up north
driving.
people,
Right.
up
Or
north
we on
people
the
know
back
how to
road.
drive.
Back
Up
road,
north
bro.
people know how to drive in
Not
snow.
in this rain, bro.
Shit, I'm stunned.
Not in this rain, bro. Some
I'm
of y'all
stunned,
do,
dog.
but not a lot of y'all don't.
I grew up driving through snow and blizzards.
Cut it
Right.
out, son.
So I know.
Right.
Cut it out.
I used to steal.
Rain ain't got nothing on that
Listen,
shit.
how they
dog.
say it never rains in Southern
What?
California? It don't rain up there in
Snow-
Ohio.
yeah,
like it
rain
do
don't got
down
nothing
here.
on
Have you
snow,
seen
bro.
snow?
Nah, man.
Yeah, y'all don't
Ain't
know.
seen no snow.
Boy, I
It looks
tell y'all,
pretty.
man. It's-
When you got to drive in that and you turning, but your car ain't turning.
Oh, I've been
no,
through
when
that.
you gotta shovel that shit.
I've been there.
Oh yeah,
when you
gotta
outside shoveling
you
snow,
gotta-
breaking
you
your
gotta,
back.
You got to
used to
start
live-
your car 30 minutes before you even leave the house.
I watched my mama was watching me from the window slide down the driveway, just laughing.
Well,
her
y'all
ass
got a
off.
different struggle out there too. Y'all
It's a
got
whole
freaking
nother battle.
Tornadoes, man. And you said something that made sense. You was like, hurricanes, you know before they get here.
Y'all be having
Tornadoes,
hurricane
you got a
parties.
few minutes and that's it. Like, what you gonna do? And I'm like, yeah, he got a point. And then now we going out there, and I've been seeing tornadoes. And then this month,
Tornado's been buck wild lately.
let's be clear. I'm
Real.
already afraid of
As soon as
heights.
he got his ticket, them shits has been off the damn chain.
But
Bro.
no, the thing about it is, Dave can tell you, he on 1 hour feed. I've been bought my ticket, but when I told you, that's when all the tornadoes want to decide. Yeah, we getting ready for Spaceship. You know, we getting ready for Tone and shit. Yeah, but it's like I just been thinking. I'm already scared of heights. Now you got these surprise. You got 10 minutes to get prepared. Tornadoes and shit. I'm like, yeah.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
You see what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I don't know
Like,
about
so I've
that.
been on YouTube trying to look. Okay, how can you tell when one is coming? And they like, look, this.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah,
You hear
ain't
the
no
siren.
telling,
Is
man.
how I told you the temperature drop with the quickness.
That was consistent with what I was.
That's
seeing in
what
the
it
video.
is.
They were like the temperatures drop.
It'll
and
be
then
hot like right now and then 50
it get
degrees.
cold. Yeah, instantly.
10 minutes. Then you know some shit's coming.
Damn.
Like Weather Channel over here, man. Like for real.
That's crazy.
Shout
man.
out to the
Nah, that
Weather
shit's-
Channel. A black man owns that station, by the way. Yeah, except the app. They didn't sell him the app.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that some fuck shit?
Yeah. They didn't sell him the app, man.
That weather app be fucking up on me anyway, so
Well,
that might explain
They
it.
might as well sell that shit to him too.
I gotta go find a different weather app
Yeah.
now. Man, we
Trina,
we all over the place.
Trina
with this shit,
minority
man.
owned
Shout out
weather
to
app.
Trina.
I'm
She
sorry.
gonna put tornadoes in my damn feed.
Y'all
I don't want
recommend a weather app for
tornadoes.
me. Nah, man, that's Ways of the Bay, episode 12. Hometowns in the building. We're just gonna be chopping up with him, man. Tell us about this. No, let me go ahead and go back real quick because, like I mentioned earlier, we had a conversation after a show, like probably 3 years ago now, maybe 4. But I remember you talking to me about you wanted to put something on for producers.
Yeah.
And you told me your idea, and I was just like, yo, that's a great idea. I wish I could run with that idea. But since you already told me, I'm like, yo, run with that. Hold that shit. Own that shit. And all these years later, Beats and Chill is what became of that idea. And that shit has just been needed, like necessary for the scene, man. I hear so many producers talk about they don't have like one centralized place to meet up at
Right.
or like just to chop it up at or vibe at. And I feel like that's what y'all brought to the scene, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean that was the goal with the fact that the team that I ran with, Blue Zone, we had like 6 to 7 producers on the team, and then like me being the oldest, I was usually given like the managerial position.
go handle that shit.
So I remember just one day asking everybody like how can I help you individually, each person. And when it came to the producers, they was all like, help me sell these beats, like find a way to help me like sell beats. And it got to the point where I'm an artist on the team. I'm not going to have the best time trying to sell beats that I'm probably going to want or whatever. But my spot, my apartment, whatever, was like the spot that everyone would come and work on and stuff.
The meeting grounds.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So then when the producers come together, you know, and they're all working on stuff, I'm sitting back chilling, probably like playing
Inspired
the game or
and
something.
shit.
You'll see it, you'll be like, you know what, this would be dope if other people saw this. And I'm like, that's when the thought came of putting this on stage. right? And I was already a fan of like platforms that feature like DJs and producers, like Selection or Boiler Room or anything like that.
Yeah,
right.
And I was just like, man, we don't really have that culture down here. We have the DJs are lit, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the producers and or DJs, like really putting that culture down here and really, or at least putting a bigger light on that culture here. That's something I thought I could do. And we started with Beats and Chill, and it's just been what it is today. And one thing you said about having like a centralized location for producers, like at first it was like that was like a key thing, but I started meeting a lot of people that I meet from out of town or like surrounding cities that come to me with ideas about like what they want to do, or like they want to do an event. And sometimes they'd be nervous to tell me because they feel like I don't want to like disrespect you or nothing like that. And I was like, man, like me personally, I highly encourage people to come up with other platforms for producers.
I am exactly the same way.
Like we don't just need one spot. We need like 10 of them mugs. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to all be the same thing, but if you can come up with something for like, it's just as many monthly or weekly events that's there for poets and artists, rappers or whatever, right? It should be as much as that for like DJs and producers to get down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to like just, so anyone who come to me and be like, yo, I have this idea, I'm like, yo, I'm with it. And if I can help, let me know how I can help, and we can partner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just support from afar. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure I salute you and guide someone else there. Like, yo, you might want to check out this platform too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always support what you was doing with Elements and doing the beat battles. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Damn, I ain't heard that name in a little minute, man.
So that's just something I always like appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So it's just yeah, man, Beats and Chill is really, really blessed me to be able to like give opportunities to people. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I really appreciate the most.
It's gratifying, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Especially like you see somebody like they might have been at the earlier shows, and then they come back around now, and you just hear like with the beat battles that we've done, like between Beat Battle 1 and Beat Battle 4, like the same people that's in it are like on next level type shit. Yeah. Like they taking the advice and the constructive criticism and whatever the case to heart, and actually put work in.
Shout out to Black Man Chris. I mean, I remember when Black Man Chris first got in, and he took his criticism, just to use him as an example. But he took his feedback. I wouldn't say criticism. He took the feedback, and every time he came back, it was a more different monster every single time he came back. But I watched. That's one of the few producers I watch evolve.
One of the few producers I watch that I'm just like, I use this person as like my story for Beats and Chill or whatever.
Right.
Tyven.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Tyven, a producer. I met him. We did our. I remember I didn't know what I was
How
doing.
old was he when you met him?
He was 15.
Right.
15. I didn't know, never threw an actual event before, never did like any of the stuff I ever did. So all this stuff is like trial and error.
Right.
And I remember the first like 5 months of throwing Beats and Chill, I was stacking the lineup with like so many producers that I ran out of people that I thought were dope. So I said, how can I reach out to people that I don't know that are dope and still put on great shows? I remember just like reverted to one of my favorite movies, Juice, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do an audition." Okay, and have motherfuckers line
I
up.
remember that.
You know
I remember that, yo.
So I was like, "Shit, we just gonna throw an audition. Hopefully, motherfuckers
See what happens.
pop up."
Yeah.
Tyven was the first person that came. I guess he was like, his dad. If you ever met his dad fully supports him.
His dad mean with it too.
Exactly.
His dad mean with it, yo.
Tyven pulled up to the audition, first person to sign up, and his dad was kind of like filming him, kind of like documenting the thing or whatever. Right. So we was like, all right, cool, and I never got a chance to be in the audition room. I was kind of working the front, but my team was like, yo, like Jid is nice. Like who is this? How old he is? 15? Like he's still in high school.
We found out,
right? You know what I'm saying? And it
they
was just
found out.
It was just one of those things to where like seeing him go from auditioning to playing the set at Beats and Chill to being on our first Tampa Beat Weekend beat battle, losing when people thought he shouldn't have lost. Right. Then coming back, going to, I remember him doing some of y'all beat battles, man. It was like, Tyven's getting his name out there. He came back to Tampa Beat Weekend last year, won the whole thing. Yeah. And it was just like, bro, he's like one of the most feared people out there to be on that beat battle stage, man.
When he came to the beat battle, he was 16?
I remember the moment, dog. It's like one of them type situations, like when I met Tyven.
Yeah. when he came and he did the beat battle for us was at 5 Star.
It was our first show at 5 Star Dive Bar.
5 Star, and he came And
I knew he was young.
Yeah. This cat
And I knew
went
I
out-
wasn't supposed to say shit about it.
Right.
But I also knew his
Right.
pops was there.
Yeah.
So I thought everything was cool.
Nah, but they don't. You can't do that, man. You gotta shh. But when he came through, like this cat went up against like crews, like producer teams.
Right.
No problem. He was like, oh, okay, they doing this, they doing that. Okay, I'm going. No problem.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Like,
So he went to school the next day with his winnings and stuff.
This dude done won about $1,000 out of
done
us.
got-
Yo.
he
He
done
done
got a
won
pretty
2 of the
penny
4.
about us.
He's won 2 of the 4
Right.
elemental warfare beat
The
battles.
only ever
the only 2
repeated
he's ever
champion.
been in. He's won them too.
Yeah.
yeah, he signed up again this year for the.
I
beat
saw
battle.
that shit,
We
man.
gave him the opportunity because we always give the winner the opportunity to either like you can
Defend
go
the
back,
championship.
like to defend, or
Yeah.
you can like host. I mean, not host, but
Be a
be a
judge.
judge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was
He's
like,
trying
nah.
to. He's trying to
He's like,
defend that.
I'm trying
He wanna
to
get
all
back
about
out there,
that.
yeah.
Right,
I'm all about
right.
that.
So, but like I said, just seeing him, like he just graduated, I believe, last week.
Yeah.
He just graduated high school.
Yes,
So
yes.
just seeing that I've known him since he was 15, and I always talk to him every time I see him, even when he'll just come out and try to come out the beach and chill just to hang out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I really appreciate that opportunity to be able to create something like that for someone that young. Like I never, in my mind, when I first came up with the idea back in 2016, I never thought something like that would happen.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got somebody who's graduated, right? That we've all witnessed and
Always,
helped
yeah.
and had a platform for this person to like be on. We don't the possibilities that of his career. He's only 18 years old, 17, 18.
He's
The
17.
sky's the limit.
10 years from now, who knows where he's going to be
Yeah.
at? And the fact that, we got a chance to see this from the beginning, it's just like amazing to me.
Right.
Like that is like one of the, I use that story on everything. Like anytime.
Well, you got to look at cats like that and stories like that. Like take Jermaine Dupri's.
Yeah.
And any artist that's come out as child, as not say child, I don't want to disrespect them, but that comes out so young and they end up going to that next level, like child prodigies so to
shit,
speak.
yeah.
Like Jermaine Dupri, he's not Timbaland, he's not Dre, but Jermaine Dupri gets busy.
He's still Jermaine Dupri.
He's still Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then it's with Tyven, like this man, just the shit that he did, he didn't stay. Some producers and DJs stay in the same lane. You got a reggae
Right.
DJ, you got a hip hop DJ, but you have with and I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. Shout out to Portia. Anybody that's considered a great in anything in life they're not one dimensional.
Right.
So they might be, like Michael Jackson. He does hip hop, R&B, pop. Like their influence can come from so many different directions.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Instead of just being one dimensional, expecting to get a full spectrum
Right.
of greatness, like you have to be diverse as possible. And Tyven definitely displayed diversity, diverseness, if that's a lack of a word. He definitely
think so.
showed. It's not. It's a spatial word.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll roll with it.
We're gonna roll with it. Okay. Action. So, but yeah, he definitely displayed how diverse he was. His catalog of beats and stuff like that, and it's some of the beats he played. I was like, how the fuck does he know about
That motherfucker
Yeah.
didn't just win;
Yeah.
he dominated, dog.
Yeah, and one thing I really love about him and also his father is that you can tell it's like a true
Right.
like passion, like a gift and passion. that
Genuine
they have.
fans of one another. And the thing I like about his father, both of them, but when he's doing his thing, his father's not trying to outshine him. He's not trying to LeVar Ball the situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Yeah.
His son, whenever Tyven comes out to perform, do his thing, his pops is there.
We had
As
his
a-
grandpa there one time.
Yes.
yo.
Yeah.
Like that shit was
like
magical.
3 generations in,
That shit
in
was
one thing. I was
magical,
like,
dog.
damn.
Yeah.
Like I'm the first DJ in my family,
Right.
at least that I know of. Nobody's DJing bald headed handsome with a beard like I am. But I mean, just to have that kind of support, because it's nothing like having that support. Imagine if you have your pops or somebody close to your family patting you on the back like
Right.
that. How much more that means to you.
Definitely for somebody who understands your
Right.
craft too.
Exactly.
That's important. You
They're
know
not
what
just
I'm
there
saying?
going like, go, baby, go. They
Yeah.
know, okay, this, the bass, this, the snares. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The drops. I don't know all the language and shit, but they know
Exactly
what you got going on.
Yeah, and
so-
that's like I said, and that's one of the most. That's the beauty of like just being able to have this platform. Like just the
Right.
fact that something I came up with from doing overtime at work,
Right.
and just chilling at the house and watching my boys do something, created
Right.
a platform to where it inspires someone else
Right.
to help get what they want to do.
You
in
got a
their
whole
career.
lane right now, bro.
You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Like
real.
that's just like the one of the most overwhelming like feelings that you really can't purchase that. You really can't you know what I'm saying? You can't really explain it. So that's just something that I kind of take and make sure I build on that. I build on that because that's one Tyven. There's probably plenty more Tyvens out there.
Oh yeah.
And then I think about the women. Like I'm starting to meet more women who's getting into production, which is like
getting busy.
Yes.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Busy.
And I'm like, yo, that just finding new people that you can see how how talented and passionate they are,
right?
And just how diverse they are. It kind of like puts that spark in you to kind of like
re-energizes you.
Yeah, like you know what? All right, cool. Let me do this. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same with us, man, because we do our monthly, show, Ignite the Night, and we're 5 years into this shit. But you look at the artists
Congrats
that we had.
too, man.
I appreciate, man. We look at the artists that's rocked in the past, and, they might have fall off the path, or they're on doing other stuff right now, or, they're elevating way past where we were at right then and there, whatever the case. But we keep meeting new, talented individuals that want stage time, that are dope as fuck in their own right, and it's like re-energizing to us, like it reinvigorates you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like a year ago I didn't know. 2 years ago we didn't know Talisia the poet.
No,
that's true.
Didn't know Zandy.
Didn't know Zandy. Nico Sweet, Ganga Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think what helps though is like me being an artist initially is when you're wherever you reside, if you know that you have platforms that you can go and expose like your craft, it kind of helps you kind of like help navigate what you want to do. So it's like, you know what, even if it can be something as simple as a college open mic. You know what I'm saying? You know what? This open mic everybody always go to this open mic every Thursday at so-and-so cafe on campus, right? If I'm a rapper or a poet, I know that in the back of my mind, I can go and flame that stage. I just got to get better. I got to get better, and I'm going to step out. But if you don't have those platforms, those people just feel like, well, I'm just going to just do this or whatever, and it don't really give them an incentive or at least a drive to get to that platform. So that's why I'm always trying to encourage more people to, if you have a platform, right, definitely something that producers and DJs could get on, right? Because that's my main goal, is to bring the biggest spotlight. And originally was for my producers, right, my 6-7 producers. If I get all y'all on stage, y'all can play y'all shit.
Let y'all show out.
Then people like, yo, what beat is that? Then y'all say y'all own beats, right? That was the original like selfish thought. Then I'm like, shit, I know like a gang of other producers. You know what I'm saying? So my whole goal is to bring the biggest spotlight on the producer DJ community in Tampa. You feel what I'm saying? Which Tampa Beat Weekend is born. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And really putting your dollars to invest in, people to come out and see what's here, and really make it like a very local interactive thing. So that's pretty much like I said, man, been like the whole driving force. And like I said, having those platforms in the city, you'll start to see more and more like creators come out and be like, okay, I've been wanting to get on Beats and Chill for a minute, but then if I would have stopped Beats and Chill, like, well, dang, it's not there no more. So I guess whatever, I just probably just do whatever until something else pop up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have some type of organization. I've seen that happen in St. Pete, man, like firsthand. Like good intentions, but people weren't always following through with it. And yeah, man, what you've been doing is great, dog. Like it's like
it,
I knew it was a good idea when I heard it, and just to see you actually put it to work and really put it to work, man. Like you said, you went in with a different idea of how it's going to end up, and then this shit's just become bigger than you.
What's also surprising is like a lot of producers I hit up, usually the first time like ever doing something live, right? So they kind of get questioning me, like asking more questions to me, and I'm like, I thought maybe this is something that I thought I was just adding something here that's already been done normally. Like, no, I never really played a set before. Like what should I do?
It turns you to a teacher, so to speak.
Yeah,
like,
so
you're
I'm
looking
like,
at it that way.
Yeah, I'm learning. Like, okay, so most producers are coming out of the lab have never really done much live, or you got my favorite thing is like when people are in one skill, like a DJ that's just known for just probably just doing their residency or whatever. But you're like, yo, I've been cutting records and doing beats and stuff for a minute. Let me get something off.
I'm waiting on you to do that.
And they come and kill it. You like, oh snap!
What?
Like, bro, like, who I had DJ Keys.
That's my man's in there.
I was like, bro,
that's my man.
We had him on the first Tampa Beat Weekend. He did like some chop to Kendrick joint, and
he's so ridiculous.
And threw like a
That's a cheat code,
bro.
I call him a cheat code.
Yeah,
bro, that boy is
Wally
nice,
Clark,
man.
Definitely Wally.
Wally's home.
OP.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
I had all them on there, man.
Yeah.
And they just like I said, I love to see guys get busy when they come from DJing, and then they just do something that they never really get the chance to do because it's more so. I don't want to say just work, but it's like they got to do what they're doing for either a showcase,
right?
Or it's more of a job. And they just got to play whatever they can. But when they get a chance to do beats and chill, it's like, all right, I'm in my playground zone right now. I'm in my lab.
I'm in my element.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now y'all just get to hear it because everybody's just chilling anyway. It's like, okay, yo, what's up? We ready to hear whatever. We want to just hear something dope. And you know when your shit's dope when people are like.
You see that face?
They talking to their homegirl or they homie or
and
whatever.
it stops them.
And they come like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be on stage watching for that face. Like, oh there you go.
Yeah. Definitely like when the manager from the kitchen will come out and he's just like, yo, who's that? You know what I'm saying?
Where'd he get that from?
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I love just seeing that vibe, man. Like that's my favorite thing, to like give other creators an opportunity to just do something different. Like I said, that DJ community is love. Like definitely with ODS and just like other platforms, like getting them an opportunity to come over here and be like, yo, you can do something different over here.
You start seeing everything come together. Honestly, at least the past few years, like it seems like we might all be in communication about it, but we all kind of moving in step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, but that's the next process though.
Yeah.
Like everything is building up in its own, and then like literally, whether it's just like, yo, let's just link up for
Voltron type shit,
lunch or some shit, and just all come together and be like, yo, I have this audience, you have this audience. There's money to be made. There's people that there's an industry that we can build and be a part of, and we can bring someone down and circulate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it's gonna take. But it's like I noticed that just being from here, a lot of people you got to show and prove yourself to be like, okay,
all day.
All right, okay, I see you. Cool.
Keep hustling so you no longer have to introduce yourself.
Right.
That's why I'm looking forward to going to Kansas, man. 'Cause that way we can show we can do this shit on the road. Because when we come back from that motherfucker and they see the pictures of the shit that we can just
who
lay
taking the damn
down.
pictures, man?
Whoever the fuck got a phone, dog. We going old school with that shit. Everybody taking them motherfuckers.
They gonna have a Polaroid out there?
You might have just thought of something.
This is true.
You might have just thought of something.
What that is? A corn version? of
pass that motherfucker. Take a picture and pass that motherfucker, man. This Waves of the Bay, episode 12. We're chopping it up with Hometown. What I want to do is play. You got some music from some of the artists on the Blue Zone label.
Yeah.
So we're holding off on that one song until later. But I want you to introduce one of these tracks here, whichever one you feel like you want to go with. I got both the other tracks keyed up. So
let's go with the Patrick Hughes joint, man. He dropped a project top of the year. Called Worst Enemy, and what's the record? I can't remember. What's Juice is Loose? Juice is Loose.
Break down
by
who is Patrick Hughes, man. Explain Patrick Hughes to anybody who doesn't know who he is.
Patrick Hughes, like me, is a native from Tampa, Florida. Very, very talented guy.
He went to TBT too.
Yeah. However, the producer of the record, Jordan Patrick, who was
I heard that name.
One of the dopest names.
Before.
I mean, like one of the dopest cats in Tampa.
I've just seen an article on him, I think.
Yeah, with Creative Loafing.
Yeah.
He's the producer of the record. He went to Jefferson.
Okay,
so Jordan Patrick.
That's my man.
That's my man.
There you go. Grace right there.
That's my man. Patrick Hughes, man, is a very, very talented dude. Really, really think that his like potential is like through the roof. Can sing, rap, produce. He could design anything. You know what I'm saying? But very, very talented guy. Knows how to write music, and when him and Jordan get together, the shit is like magic. You know what I'm saying? So Patrick Hughes, he really did his thing on this EP, Worst Enemy. Came out, like I said, top of the year, and Juice is Loose is one of my favorite records. So
that's what it is, man. This Waves of the Bay, episode 12, chopping up with Hometown. Patrick Hughes, Juice is Loose.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah. Hold up. This is Waves of the Bay, episode 12. We're chopping up with Hometown. Hometown's in the building.
Yo.
Carry on.
I got a question for you. So, Kobe Bryant measured himself against Michael Jordan. Who do you measure yourself against when it comes to producing?
Well, I don't produce. That's the thing.
I'm sorry. When you put these shows together.
When I put these shows together, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if it's just one thing, man. But I will tell you that the people that I study and I'm inspired by the most are definitely people that are around, like in the St. Pete, Tampa, Orlando area.
Right.
I'll tell you like my top 3 people
Okay.
that I'm always paying attention to and that I take notes from. One is my brother Mighty Ja.
Shout out to Ja.
Hell yeah.
From Left Lane Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother, man. Me and him, we always talking and giving each other game and just like discussing just anything. And it's not always just events, but you know, we just talk or
Life.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Really love what he does with Left Lane Entertainment, with Art and Soul, and amongst other things.
He's holding it down in St. Pete, man.
Yeah,
He has
man.
been holding it down for years now.
That's somebody I really admire when it comes to like the how to do things. You know what I'm saying? Another person that I really, really respect and admire on what they do with their platform is Novocaine. Like she
Hell
is
yes.
amazing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Nova, if you listening, come home.
Like, yeah. Novocaine,
We're trying to get an interview with
Yo,
you. Come home.
not to go off the tracks, but she's just naturally beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Like-
yeah, like you would think that she's as beautiful as she is a monster out here, bro. Like
Yes.
she
Man,
does
say
her
it again,
thing,
bro.
She is a monster. Like I'm talking about from every aspect, from being an artist, from being someone who throws an event,
Right.
from being someone who acts,
Right.
from being someone who knows how to work selling merchandise and just really
Modeling.
Right.
creating a vibe for people and a staple for people.
A brand.
You feel like
I call her Queen Midas because everything I've seen her touch turns to gold.
like, and she's really down to earth, man. Like, she's really cool people.
Yeah.
I met her through a mutual friend, one of my homies who does a lot of work with her, does a lot of photography work with her.
Right.
Like ever since I met her, she's been really dope. We chat from here and there, and I try to support her as much as I can. And
Right.
anytime I see an opportunity to where it might not even benefit me, but it could possibly benefit her,
Right.
I hit her up like, "Yo,
This you.
you know what I'm saying?"
That's
And
true.
like that's somebody I just want to make sure that she continues to be great and keeps the platforms that she has open. Like I've been since she was doing the small hookah lounges
Right.
to where she's at now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like I'm really proud of her, and she's somebody that, like I said, I take notes on. Like I see her doing her thing, and I'm like, "Yo,
She's
okay."
amazing, man.
Like
She was I first had my first dosage of Novocaine when she was at Dunn's River. And I was like, damn, she dope. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Initially, I was like, damn, she fine. But when I heard her open her mouth and share her craft, I was like, she's dope.
yeah,
And then she has the book. It was Serial Killer. Who was it? I forget who it was. One of my friends had the book, and I was reading. I was like, I got to find a way to steal this book from them. But then they caught on to me, so I have to get with her to purchase the book myself. And I DJ'd a show that she hosts out at Tiger. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. But out at Tiger
I say it
Lounge.
Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger. But she hosts, and I was the DJ for it was a fashion show. And ever since then, like every chance I get to go check out her show, like I haven't been to. She's Thursday nights. I haven't been to it since she left Dunn's, but every time I went, even at Dunn's, like it's just the vibe. They
Yeah.
had the erotic nights,
Amazing.
Like, just different things for
Yeah.
each night. She always mix it up, and she goes out of town. She does the acting, the modeling. Like I said,
killing it,
I
yo.
call her Queen Midas because everything I see her touch,
Yeah,
it
man.
just goes gold.
Yeah.
and it's
respect.
like I say, it's so much you can learn from what she does. Cause she kind of started out how like I started like she never did this before. She was learning things trial and error, and no matter what, the one thing that I took from her is that no matter what issue she faced with a venue or whatever, she made sure she was consistent. You knew Smoking Works was gonna come every week.
Oh, yeah.
No weeks off. She gonna make sure she bring
And
it.
you know how key that is in this field. You know what I'm saying?
So like, just like I took my hat off to her, and that's something I said. You know what? I know if Novocaine was busting her ass to do that, I gotta be able to be on that same level. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
She a
make
beast.
sure. I do mine even is monthly. She does it. She does this every week.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
We're
So it's
following
like
every week.
I gotta make sure I bring it every month. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that I keep this going, and I don't fuck this up. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I attribute to her. A third person that I look up to a lot. Well, it's more of a group of people,
Right.
I would say. For this group, they're not necessarily in Tampa, in Orlando.
Okay.
It's like a group of DJs. I think their new event platform, like their company name is Corduroy. But one of the DJs, her name is DJ Ja Kulaz. You got my homie English. You got Beta, who's a DJ out in Orlando. Just a collective of people that they put on all these events. They got an all women's event called the Link Up. They have this wilding out like DJ party called Chicken and Beer.
I need to find out about that.
Just so much.
That sounds fun.
I need to get to that,
bro. They killing it out there in Orlando, and it's like I always reach out to them like, yo, come to Tampa, like come do Beats and Chill, bring Chicken and Beer out here, like let's do something, man. And
right.
Just the way that they built their community, the way that they brand themselves, like that's something that I've learned from them, and I'm always paying attention.
I'm gonna have to check them out, man.
And
I definitely have to.
One thing I can say I'm truly blessed because these people that I look up to, I've been able to have great connections with these people from Ja, Novocaine, and then the whole squad in Orlando. Like we've genuinely met, support each other, and just look out. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I can say that I'm blessed to have.
Yeah.
So
especially in this industry.
Yeah, man. So
For real,
it's cool. It's cool though. But those, like I said, I don't really have like one person, but those are the people that I would measure myself when it comes to like putting on this event, making my platform what it is. So.
Shit, man. Let's talk about Tampa Beat Weekend. Run down the events for me. When's it starting off? When's it kicking off?
Kicking off this Friday, June 7th, 7 p.m. We're going to be at Lot 1901. That's the PBR kickoff party. Partner with PBR, of course. Free beer. We're going to have wing truck out there, chicken and waffles, Henny wings.
Anything can happen.
Henny wings.
Anything can happen. I might have to. What's the address again? They take EBT card.
I don't know what they take, man. But
you got to work that on the side.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna have DJ tax sets, performances. We got Icy Twat, Big Baby Scumbag, Sherelle, and a lot of new talent that we've been seeing around just Florida. Period. That we're excited to have on the stage Friday night. Saturday, we're kicking it off in Hyde Park at Social Status Shoe Store.
Okay.
We have a day party that we're doing in collaboration with Native Instruments. We're bringing out Major 7, who is an amazing producer. He's going to be our special guest at the day party. Saturday night, that's going to have our
What time does the day party start?
From 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then the Beat Battle, which is sponsored by Red Bull Music, we're doing that at Crowbar. That's going to be at from 8 to 12.
That's going to be a lot better venue.
Yeah.
Like I liked what was the First Chance last time?
Yeah, we did First Chance, Last Chance, but we had to that was like a last minute decision.
Mm-hmm.
There was some issues with the venue that we had like that day of.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, we have to like call people out, do this, that, and the third. We can't do it tonight. And I was like, man, we kind of have people. We got people flying in. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So we was like, yo, First Chance, let's like, hey, you guys can do it, but we got to be 21 and up by 9 o'clock. I said we got a couple people that's like under 21, including Tyven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like, we'll be out by 9. We started at like 5, 6 o'clock, and we had like 32 people.
Y'all had a lot of motherfucking producers, though.
Yeah, we was trying to like really get it done. But this year we're going to be at the Crowbar, so we're really excited about that. And
we might have to try to slide by before.
Yeah, I'm definitely
before the
gonna have to
show.
slide
I
by.
wanted to see it, but I just know we got to be at 88.5.
By midnight.
Ready to go, you know what I'm
About
saying?
11:30, 11:30, you can get away with that.
Family time, you know. See?
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Those type problems.
but yeah, Friday is like our party day. Saturday is more of our like competition day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then Sunday is more of our social and networking day. So Sunday, we're gonna everything is gonna be at the Bricks where I do my residency, Beats and Chill at.
Yes, sir. The Bricks Lounge.
Not the Bricks
Just
Lounge.
the Bricks.
The Bricks. Okay.
The Bricks on
Ybor
7th
City.
Avenue.
Yep.
Okay, so not the one on Del Mabry.
Not the one on Dudley Rainbury. It's gonna be the
Bricks
Bricks on
actually
7th.
spelled like CKS.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, not
yeah.
X.
Real spelling. Real
Yeah,
spelling.
you thinking Bricks Lounge like I was
Right.
thinking
Yeah.
too.
It's gonna be on 7th Avenue at the Bricks Ybor. We're starting off at 11 a.m. We're doing our Beats and Brunch. We're premiering a new event that I'm going to be doing. Beats and Brunch is going to be like a brunch vibe that we do on Sundays.
Dope.
But Beats and Brunch, we're featuring Wale's DJ Luna, Jordan Patrick, DJ Danya. She's been doing her thing. She has an amazing playlist. Really want to have her out here, and I got the homie. She goes by Ja Kulash from Orlando that I was telling you about. So they're all going to be DJing at the Beats and Brunch at the Bricks from 11 to 4. And then right around like 3, 4 o'clock, we're starting our workshops and panels. That's going to be in the art room, like the classroom area of the Bricks. We have Lamont Graves, which is a music publishing consultant. Has a lot of like A-list clients that he works with, and a lot of like clients that you didn't think he would work with, but somebody that's really coming to talk about music publishing, about the ends and like the
placements
minute,
and stuff.
Yeah, the minute details of just like the money you're missing out on.
Right.
For producers, talking about how you can monetize and make money off while you're trying to sell beats, and making money off those beats while you're trying to sell them, which is beat tapes or whatever. So really somebody that we're happy to bring down. We have the Freshen Up podcast crew going to be interviewing 6 producers locally that have all made like major placements, has been doing that thing recently. DJ Swift, my cousin Jit Faye, Sour K, K Hendricks, Young and Chris O. These are like phenomenal young cats from Tampa that are like working with some of the game's like hottest artists right now. You know what I'm saying? So really wanted to kind of like talk about how, one, they all come to know each other and how these opportunities came and like the things that they did to lead up to that. And then to end the night off, something I really, really wanted to do. It's not necessarily producer related, but it's more for people who want to throw events. And me and my partner, Kenna, pretty much same parallel kind of like career. He's just 10 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But started off as artists, got into the point where we were trying to help other people, and we started doing our own like events and platforms, and now we came together for this. So we really wanted to do that for the people who have these ideas but possibly may not know how to, you know, step out there, right? So we're doing a women's creative network panel. They're doing a women's creative network panel to where some of the dopest events that I've been seeing around have been curated by women. Novocaine, the people out in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like some of the dopest events are being thrown by women, and I wanted to help that creative community for women on my platform. I feel like this is a platform that's going to have the most attention for me this summer, and if this is the best way to help that, I wanted to put them on there. So I have my homie Ja from Orlando. She does Chicken and Beer. She's going to be one of the panelists. I have Jasmine Abney, who's co-founder of Goldmind, who does a lot of like DJ and art events. Right. And I also have this one woman by the name of Jennifer Desire. She does quite a few things in Orlando, but she does this one particular event, which is one of her biggest events, called Fusion Showcase, which features like art, hip hop, R&B, you name it. You know, and she's somebody that I've met, and I think it's really dope and can really provide some insight on those who are interested in like, you know, throwing their own event. But like I said, it's a women's creative network panel, and all women creatives, whether you are artists, you do media like hosting, or you do a podcast or radio, if you are a musician, you're a DJ, you're a producer, you do film, whatever, graphic design, that's the place where you can come, because I want to treat it kind of like a job fair in a sense, to where these people may love these events but never knew the people that was behind it, and may always thought like, man, I want to, do you guys have
vendor fair type?
Yeah, like, do you need a photographer? I would love to be the photographer for your event. Or if you're an artist, like, yo, I would love to perform. I never knew who I could contact. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is the space that I want to have.
That's such a good idea, yeah. You know I've been thinking about that for the longest. Like, yeah, man, that's a good idea.
We gotta help. We gotta help our sisters out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to know that they got it. They got it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, you know, I know it's not producer specific, but women producers can go there too. And like I said, we booked some DJs that are women here, and some producers that are entered into the battle. We got a couple ladies that entered into the battle, so I wanted them to also have something else that they can be able to do that is for them as well as the other stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity, but that pretty much caps off the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So we just excited, man.
Busy, dog.
Yeah.
That's black, man. That's great, because like I said, man, I seen you with the idea with the spark in your eye, and now it's just you got a whole damn Tampa Beat weekend going on, man, and for real a weekend. Like,
I really wanted to grow, man.
Bro.
I wanted to be Like, my goal is to make it, like, I want this to be recognized by, like, the mayor. I want it to be recognized from, like, everyone. Restaurants.
Like Tampa's version of A3C.
Yeah, like, when Gasparilla comes around,
right,
you see all the bars, all the restaurants, like, they recognize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a community thing. Like, oh, it's Gasparilla. If you got, like, it's not weird to see a person with beads on, even if they're not at the parade.
Right.
I want that to be Tampa Beat Weekend. Like, you know what? Tampa Beat Weekend is the time where if you're a producer in Kansas, you in New York, you wherever,
you trying to get there.
Come to Tampa,
come here,
right? When everybody come here, now all those producer platforms I was talking about
brings another level.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like this Tampa Beat Weekend. If you got the little green wristband or the lanyard, okay, cool. This is what we doing. We got private parties. We got DJ parties. We got
popping off at this.
You feel what I'm saying?
And you got the reason party that's going on.
Exactly.
Put on by
like
Reason.
Something got to be going
Cube-based
on from
party.
Sun up to sun down. You feel me?
FL
So that's
Studios party.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Like I wanted to be that. I wanted to be like Tampa's a spot. If you're a DJ producer, that's the spot you go to first weekend of June. First weekend of summer, that's the spot to go to.
Yeah, we don't want to just be known as like, you know what I'm saying, like somewhere just come Busch Gardens, that type of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we got it here.
It's talent here.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, whether you want to sing, the question is, what's your poison? Singing, producing, DJing,
right?
Acting, poetry. Like Tampa, we definitely got it here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I like where you're going with it because what you're saying reminds me of like A3C and South by Southwest type stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when I went to A3C for the first time, they had the little wristband and the little app you could download. And
right.
Then, which you have in the app that also gives somebody, you know, like people that's into technology creating apps, you know what I'm saying, to get on there and do their thing with building the app and all that. So, you know, keeping it in the house and, you know, growing the scene. You know,
and like I said, to me, it's like I said, I'm more passionate in that goal because I'm from here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And as you said, like, being from here, you already seen the changes within the last 3 to 4 years. You've seen like just if you just been living here, you just been seeing the changes, right? But if you've been here since you was just like a youngin' for real, you like, well, okay, this is. I remember when they changed the Buck Stadium, I was like, oh, this look weird. You know what I'm saying?
Tampa Bay Mall,
right? So it's just like it's so many changes, and they're gonna keep coming. And I really want to control that environment to where we change the narrative and the reputation of how the industry of music sees Tampa. You know what I'm saying? It went from I ain't that old, but I know it started at a time where it was like clubbing, like Ybor was a spot.
Right.
Like it was clubs, right?
You remember when they still closed? They blocked the roads off in Ybor.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was back in the day.
They stopped doing that as soon as I got here, yo.
Bruh.
They used to do that on Thursday nights and Saturdays.
I don't know about Thursday. I think it was Fridays and Saturdays. Saturdays for sure. Yeah, Saturdays.
But it's
Saturdays,
like I said,
it's
I really want to be able to like collectively, while we have the moment, while we have the time, and while it's a time, it's a lot of changes going on.
Magnified.
That this community of DJs and producers come together and really make this opportunity to be lasting. You feel me? So that's the goal, man. That's the goal.
And this is Waves of the Bay, episode 12. We're chopping up with Hometown. Go ahead and drop your social media information for anybody listening right now.
You can follow my direct page on Instagram and Twitter at I Am Hometown. That's IAMHMTWN. Follow Tampa Beat Weekend at Tampa Beat TAMPABEAT on Instagram, Twitter. Tampa Beat Weekend on Facebook. Also follow Beats and Chill, which is BEATS, the letter NCHILL 813 on Instagram, and then just Beats and Chill on Facebook and Twitter.